Okay, so physical render in Cinema 4D. So this is if you don't have Corona, but I think Corona looks a lot better. So to try to get it if you can. So I'll take these right here. Yeah, those are the Corona ones. And go to create, or we can just double click right here. Go to material, and I'm just gonna name this clay. All right, so this is gonna be my material that I put over everything. I'm gonna go to reflectance and go to Beckman, just so I can get these nice reflections right here. Take this down a little bit. Okay, so take this. Well, actually, I'll put it on everything. So let me go to my rectangle selection, select everything. I'll deselect these windows. Yeah, and I'll put this over everything. And then I'll do another one for the windows. So let me do that now. I'll just double click on this. No, wait, I can do a control click and copy these. So that's what's kind of nice. You can always do control click for everything. Name this windows. And just to make things a little bit clearer to see, let's make it blue. And let's take this, put this on here. All right. So now if we click on this and we don't go to Corona, we go to physical. Let's see what we're looking at. So we'll go into our camera, which is this right here. Slide this up to the top. If I click inside of my camera, got our isometric view. If I click right here, this is what it's looking like so far. See, these are the other materials. That's why it's not showing up for the what you call it, Corona materials. So I'll just duplicate this. I didn't mean to duplicate both. Control click, computer. Just keep things organized. And actually, I saved another version. So let me go into here. Actually, I'll just delete these, but I just want to take this, get this material, so I can right click. Copy shader, you should be able to do this. Double click and go to color and then go to paste shader. So it like pastes the file for you basically. And let's go over here, put it on the computer. Oh, go over here, put it on. I'll put, that's when we assigned it last time, or I signed it last time just to the screen. Anyway, let's go add some lights. So we go over here to this light, add one, and we click on it. And right now it's Omni light, which is like a light bulb. But let's go to area light, make it like a rectangle. And we see we have a whole lot more options here. So let's find the size. So size X, size Y. I just like to move it out at first, and then I'll grab the dots. I just want to see them first. They're kind of like the same thing, but this is doing it like from both sides instead of just like one side. So now let's see what we're looking at. If we press play, we can see the effect of the light, but the rendering doesn't look so nice, right? Actually, just let me delete this. So we have to go over here. We have to go to effect, and then we'll go to ambient occlusion. Now, if we do another render, let's look at this one. and the ambient occlusion is kicking in. So now it's not there. Now it's kicking in. Ooh, it's getting there. But the real bread and butter is going to global illumination. Now when we render, it should look a little nicer. So nothing, ambient occlusion, global illumination. But our light, of course, is not looking the best. So we'll go over here, go to general, and we go to intensity. Let's do 50. And we just basically have to go back and forth. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, cool. We just click and get back in our camera, see what we got. All right, I'm liking the effect. So duplicate this one. Whoa. Click on my light, control click. We have another one over here. Get up my camera and let's do it. Click shift, 90. Get back inside. So we see what it looks like. One light, two lights. So we're building. And these lights have the same option. So we can go over here to use temperature, slide it along the scale. So we can make this one be a little bit hotter. And let's say this one, just to be fancy, just to make it just the opposite colder, right? So you see this much, this is the 50% mark. Let's go, oh wait. Not tripping. Oh, that one's hotter. Yeah, and this is colder. Let's see what we got. Looking kind of interesting. Go ahead, make ourselves another light. Oh, and also let's use another light type, right? So this one is the Omni light, which like I said, is like a light bulb. So we can do something like place this by the computer or an area that you want to, have some focus on. Or we could even have it and say, all right, yeah, this computer is actually giving us light. But to do that, I would make this, whoa, another area light. Click shift, 90. And I would place this light this area. And we'll just get back inside of our camera. You know what, just to make things easier, just put our camera right on the bottom. Just so we know it's already there. We can go click on it quickly and easily. All right, so it's giving us a nice little effect right there. Shining through the back a little bit. I think that's because the light is on both sides. So let's see if there's a way to stop that. Z direction only. Okay, so that's what it is right there. Z direction only. So now, so what it was doing before is it was hitting it from all sides. So the light's shining from there, it's going everywhere like a light bulb. Now we're giving it direction. So which is this way. All right, so we see with both directions, Z direction only. Cool. And then we could also control click, make another one now. Click shift. Maybe have it like this. Just shine on the computer a little more. Of course, we should just take down the intensity. So it's just going over here, taking this down. So all lighting is just testing, making one light, testing, seeing where the light hits, the intensity. Wow, she disappeared out of class. Anyway, yeah, we're messing with this intensity. We're just kind of going back and forth. And just like before, we'll take this, control click. I'll make one, well, actually, sometimes I just like to make a fresh one for this top light. So just click right here, area light, details. Click shift, 90. I'll put this over top. Let me get out of the light just to see it a little bit better. Let's get in our camera. Let's make it say top, play, or render, my bad. And we'll just go over here, general, take this down 50%, let's say. And I like this because you get to like kind of see what's doing. Now, just to test, I'm going to turn off all these other lights and press play. Because I want to see how nice I can make this one look by itself. Okay, so I like that. That behind the sofa light bothering me a little bit, so click on it. So push it in a little more. If we really want to, we could also just copy a light and make it be specifically for the back of the sofa. Okay, I'm kind of liking it so far. I like the way it looks with the HDRI though. So I'm gonna go over here, double click, name this HDRI. We'll click on it, disable the color, disable reflectance, go to luminance, click on this. Let's go to this Blender Institute HDRI and we'll add it over here. Let's go to sky, take this, bring it over here. Let's get out of our camera. So we can see it looks horrible. We have to double click on it. Go to viewport, texture preview size, 4096. And now we can see what it is. Oh, that's cool. Is this what a 3D studio looks like? Oh, look at the Blender logo. Looks fun. All right, so here, we'll see what this render looks like. So the HDRI added a lot of bounce light for us. Let's double click on it and let's go to Illumination, and global illumination strength is right here. So if we take this down, let's say to 50. So you see what happened? It's taking down the intensity. So the illumination strength is the same thing as these lights. Intensity. We could also, take down the saturation as well, just to see what it looks like. So full, taking this down, taking out some saturation. It's a subtle difference. It's there, but it did desaturate like 100. And if we want to make it super strong, let's see what happens if we take it 200, just to see. Oh, too much, way too much. So about 82. Also, if we click off this show, wait, no. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one thing I didn't do, and that's make this backdrop. So let's just make that real quick. Let me hide this. Click on this, click on S. Well, what can I see? Okay. So let's make ourselves a backdrop. And for this, there's a few ways to do this, but I'm old school, so I do it this way. So we're gonna get ourselves a cylinder. We're gonna change the orientation. Z. Let me see. Like it's Z. We don't need these segments. Type in NG just so I can see a little better. Viewport's acting up. So I'll go to rotation segments and I'll type in 1632 64. Yes, good. Then we can go over here to caps. I mean slice. Go to slice and what we want to do, oh, we don't really need slice. So I'll just show you that this is what I basically do. I'll take it like this. I'll make C to make it editable. Let's just do an NB to see it. Can't really see it because I think these lights are on. So I'll turn all these off briefly. And all I did was I selected the X and I'm just sliding down. I can turn them on off, turn them on. So yeah, C to make it editable. Then I go get these faces get a rectangle. That's the zoom in. And I'll just do it in G just so I can see some more. I'll select this side, shift, select this side, delete. I'll go into this mode over here, or this one. And I'm still on faces. So I want to delete about half of this right here. Delete. And then like half of this. Delete. So I just have this thing right here. 9, select. No, this. Drag it up. Go to edges. Select this edge. You can just do control click and drag it like that. This right here, click it right here. We already have our move, control click. So we have this. Select the whole thing, T to scale. We'll just scale it out. I guess this whole thing is larger than I thought. So I'll end up scaling the whole scene down actually. I'll just select this, shift, select, control G, T. Yeah, I think my whole scene was super large. Put this on the ground. Take this. And I'll rotate this so it's on the ground. It's the wrong way. Click shift. 80. Scale it up. Wait, another thing is if you move this pivot right here, so if I click on L, well, let me switch to W, E, L, so we can move the pivot. If we move it on the ground, then whenever we scale, we just zoom in. Yeah, if we get this as close as we can to the, let me hold L again, to the flat part of this, then whenever we scale it, it stays on the ground. And that goes for any object. So, okay, so let's get back inside of the camera. Remember, we can scale this out. Let's take off this protection. Or, you know what, let's just duplicate this camera. Control click. So go to this one. It should still be isometric. Oh, I need to get inside of that camera. And I'll just zoom in. Reset it. Lock this position. Let's just do a render. Okay. Looks good. And then we could just go ahead and double click on this and give this our backdrop. Give our backdrop material. Let's name it back. Stay organized, double click on it. Remember, go to reflectance if you want the nice reflections. Go GGX or Beckman. And then we can kind of adjust it from here. So we see the strength. Well, this is roughness. So the less roughness, better it'll look. Let's see what Beckman looks like. I usually use Beckman, but yeah, I like that. Okay. Give another render. And you see what's happened. So it's looking good. And when you add the reflections, it all really like comes together. Also, additionally, remember the sky backdrop, what we can do is we can turn it as well. So if we click on this, oh no, we don't have it on right now. Wonder all that lighting was coming from. Let's do it again. Yeah, so it's coming to light. And I kind of like this so you can see kind of go from its different stages of horrible, adding in their lights, starting to look nice. So yeah, that's how you add the lights with the physical render in Cinema 4D.